Hi guys, this is a video just to reassure you that if you are travelling at high speed and then going down to a normal speed like 30s or even 20s, that's hard. That's a real skill. So when you're learning to drive, you'll be driving around in first gear for a bit, like getting to grips with it. Then you change up to second, and then the student will be like, oh, it feels really fast, it feels really fast. And then eventually, you're like driving around at 70 in sixth gear. But it's a real journey with speed, because it takes you a while to kind of like get to grips with kind of going from very slow and then up to 30, and then you start to think, okay, I got that, and then you'll start to experience like national speed limit roads where you're going up to 60 and then maybe 70, and then on motorways even perhaps. But the first time you do that, your driving instructor may take you on A roads, or the green routes, or the primary routes, and that means that you can go up to potentially 70 miles an hour and then go into a housing estate straight afterwards. And a lot of students, if not all of them, find that very hard, because you've stretched your legs, you've kind of got up to 60, got up to 70, and then you get back down into a kind of housing estate where you've got to turn corners or do junctions and difficult things at walking pace. Or maybe even go down into first gear again for a closed junction. And that's quite tough. I don't think I've got many memories, if any, of somebody being able to go from a fast road to a slower road again with perfection. And it's all because your perception of speed, you'll think you're going way slower than you actually are. So basically you've got to look at the speedometer. You've got to feel into the car. You may not be able to feel it when you're driving around and you've just come back down into a 30, but when you start turning corners, you may be like, oh, that was unbalanced, yeah? So you need to start becoming very sensitive to how the car feels. If it feels right, it is right. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. And be ready to brake more. Get control of your car. If you start doing things too quickly, or you can feel you're going around a corner too quickly, make sure that you brake and get control of the car. Yes, you may have to put a coast in, but that may be the lesser of all of the evils if you're going around a corner with terrible position because you're driving incredibly fast because your perception of speed was wrong. It's the lesser of the evils to put a coast in. So I call it the walking the dog theory. So sometimes if you see a dog walking a human, the human's being like dragged along by the dog. If you ever feel like the car is driving you, then you need to gain control of the car, get the brake on, if necessary put a coast in and lower the gear down and gain control of your car again. It is something that is a skillful thing to do.